All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is titled The Dangerous Streets of Philadelphia, Violence, Drugs, and Free Needles in Kensington. Now, I want to treat this as an informal type of educational video. I skipped forward a little bit because, warning, there's a lot of needles, a lot of drugs in this 10-minute video here, and I just don't want to give too much airtime, to drugs and needles. It's not something I want, on my channel too much, but just a disclaimer out there, do not do drugs. We don't support that over here at all. But, we're going to get an inside look, thanks to Sav Says, of the streets of Philadelphia and what it looks like. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now let's get into it.
Idea of the environment here.
Like I said, I've been out here for 2 years, and the drugs out here ain't drugs anymore. I mean, it's just so bad to get off of, and it's not even fentanyl. They put tranquilizer and everything,
So I was actually talking to a couple people who were showing me some pretty big lesions on their skin. They said it was a result of the trank. Have you seen anything like that?
Yeah, I got a little something going on, but I mean, mine aren't near as serious as what they get. And that's all, it's all your skin, because it's not for human consumption, so it does something with your white blood cells, and your skin can't heal itself. It's toxic.
Okay, so talk to me too about what other drugs you're seeing on the streets down here. Is this a safe area? Talk to me about what it's like to be on the street.
Oh, to be on the street out here? I mean, every day there's violence, gunshots. I've ducked gunshots. I mean, everyone walks around with some type of weapon, even if it's just a 2x4 or stick, whatever.
This city is literally going to hell, and it's sanctioned by the city that they can just give out needles to people. What do you think they're gonna do when you give out needles? When you give out needles, they're gonna go and find some drugs to use them needles. It's like they think by being, I don't know, they think that being nice will somehow fix people, but people don't need to be affirmed in their bad choices. They need a kick in the butt. That's what people really need. So, man, the plan to flip the script here in this city failed epically, because I mean, just look at it. Everywhere you go, you see needles, you see bums, homeless people on drugs. This ain't no type of place to raise a family, or even to want to be around. I would not want to be anywhere near this type of environment, man.
I mean, everything out here, any high you want to get, you'll find out here. And they're making it so cheap now, you can buy trays, which is $3. You can get $3 caps of hard, $3 of dope, meth, whatever it is, whatever you enjoy doing.
I want to give you guys an idea of how out of control it really is down here. You have raw sewage lining the streets, you have the homeless here, you have immense amounts of trash, and if you look on the ground, you're going to see these orange caps. Now what those are the caps to the clean needles that a lot of the addicts are being given here on this street from places such as Prevention Point. Now, I was in Portland a couple weeks ago, and comparing Philadelphia to Portland, the crime, the aggression, and the drug use in this area much higher than that in Portland from what I'm seeing.
Now, I did a video on Sav Says reporting on Portland, and that video was bad. I didn't think it could get much worse, but that video was really bad. I recommend you go watch it. I'll leave it somewhere in the whether either at the end of the video or in the up top in the right corner. I'll leave the description, the link to that up there.
Now, I know a lot of this footage is really heavy, so let's take a quick break to check out these Philly crack chickens. These guys are in a trap.
Okay, she's going to talk about some chickens. Let me skip forward.
90s, and just last year they distributed almost 9 million needles to addicts here on the street. Now, we were trying to film the needle exchange and it didn't go so well. Again, this is all public property, and I just wanted to show you guys.
So these are the people, Prevention Point. Yeah, Prevention Point are the people, funding this, giving out all these free needles.
The scene here, we are on K&A. This is one of the organizations that does provide drug users with clean needles. Some people sharing that this is a great program, others sharing not so great. I will just say from my own observations, I have never seen so many exposed needles on the street as I have here in Philadelphia, specifically on Kensington Avenue.
And just so you know, and like I said, this is educational and informal. If you see Prevention Point coming near a community where you live, man, push back, get them out of there, because we seeing right now what they've done in Philadelphia.
I'm really sorry, but before you take, please, no, you are not allowed to film
So we're being told that we cannot film in front of Prevention Point. This is a public street. We're trying to highlight here the drug exchange program, not drug, needle exchange. I apologize here. We're being told that we're not allowed to film what's happening on the streets of Philadelphia.
The anonymity of our participants and our patients. We ask that.
So we're not going into the building. This is a public street. So you can interview with me here, but I'm highlighting what is happening on a public street here.
Yeah, it's not like she's going around asking for names from what we can see. You know, she just got her camera out filming.
On the streets of Philadelphia, this is the needle exchange program that is currently happening in front of Prevention Point. Yeah, there's nobody's faces in this. We're highlighting what's happening here in Philadelphia, and we should be allowed to do that. By the way, guys, this is the last thing that my camera saw before it was grabbed by one of the addicts nearby. I began filming on my phone immediately after. Here's that clip. I have this security officer right here who has stolen my property. She refuses to give it back. Would you like to give me my property back?
No. Just don't happen.
All right, so you have the people on the streets of Philly allowed to physically attack you.
Wow.
And this is what's allowed to prosper on the streets. So this is what happens when you come to Philadelphia and you try to report on the drug crisis here. I've gotten physically attacked multiple times. This woman right over here has my property. She refuses to give it back. We have this woman over here saying that I'm not allowed to report on a public street. I've been physically attacked twice now because I'm trying to report on the needle exchange program. My camera was taken by a drug addict, thrown on the ground and smashed, and then one of their security officers went ahead and took my microphone, smashed it as well. I have this woman right over here who has been making sure to tell me that I'm not allowed to report on a public street. So this is.
If you don't consent to being on camera, move away from where the camera is. Sav isn't following this lady around recording her. Move around. Just go down the block or something.
Public area. What they're doing behind me is a needle exchange program, and they do not want this exposed on the streets of Philadelphia, that they are allowing drug addicts to exchange dirty needles for clean ones. Again, I've been attacked twice now. Thank you so much. The security guard who took this, again, this is my smashed equipment. I've been attacked multiple times here. So this is what's being allowed to prosper on the streets of Philadelphia. Again, Prevention Point on KNA.
Now, before you label me as public enemy number one for filming this, I was genuinely just curious about the program. I never meant to go expose anything, and if this program is so great, why wouldn't Prevention Point want us to highlight what they're doing? On top of that, the only time people get this upset when I'm filming them in public is when they're doing something illegal. Anyway, we spoke to a man who uses Prevention Point's taxpayer-funded program, and he gave us a pretty good idea as to why they probably didn't want us filming them.
Has this organization ever given you needles? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, every day of the week they do a emergency 10-pack. You can go in, get a 10-pack of needles.
My question is, what is the end game? What is the goal here? Because it really seems like they just want to destroy the city. You got adults, fully functioning, autonomous adults, making the decision for an entire community that this is a good idea to be handing out drug needles. Man, I didn't think I would see a day like this, but I guess I gotta wake up, open my eyes, because this is right here in front of me, man.
Comes with, your water, cooker, all that type of stuff, everything you need to get high. And like I said, actually they're working outside of the law from what I understand, because the needle exchange in Pennsylvania is illegal. But however many, you can walk around, pick needles up on the ground, and Tuesdays and Fridays, if you take them in, they'll give you whatever you take in. So you say you take 100 needles, they give you 200, they'll give you double. Then that's profit. Everyone's doing it because it's profit. You go out here, you sell 2 needles for $1, so that's how you get your high then.
That's what I was going to ask too, because a lot of people say that the needle exchange program is good, but I was talking to someone who was saying that a lot of times people will go get the clean needles and then resell them for money to buy more drugs. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, even the dealers are doing it. You can go to any block and you can buy needles. I mean, everyone's taking advantage of it because there's so many needles out here.
So with this emergency pack that they just gave you, do they give one person a pack? How does that work?
Yeah, every person gets 1 pack.
And you can kind of just walk in there and get that?
Yeah, you walk in and they just take your name, and actually you can sign up and you can, I don't got my card with me, but they give you a card, so if the police stop you, they can't even take your needles or charge you.
PPP's program was authorized by Mayor Ed Rendell in July 92. It is a Philadelphia Data Public Health sponsored harm reduction program. Harm reduction program. I am participating in PPP's sterile syringe exchange program. I am authorized to be in possession of syringes in the city of Philadelphia. And now, from this right here, when this Prevention Point Philadelphia thing started, it was probably all about exchanging in the needles. They probably weren't. I doubt they were handing out drug kits. But I got to do more research on this.
For having them. Because I guess there was a law passed here in Philadelphia that you can have clean needles on you.
You have the pack yourself. How do you feel about the program? Do you feel like it's a good thing, a bad thing? Do you think it's contributing to the drug problem at all? What do you think?
I mean, a health standpoint, I think it's a good thing. But everything out here, everything everyone's doing is contributing to the problem. I mean, people are coming out here, they're feeding the homeless, or they're clothing us, they're giving us tents, they're giving you everything you need so you don't have to leave here.
That's what I was going to ask too. Like, does Prevention Point help with addiction, or are they just giving you the tools to help you safely take drugs?
If you want help and you seek help, they'll get you into a program. They got case management. They'll get you into housing and stuff like that. They'll get you on the methadone clinic. But from my experience, everyone I know out here, even though they're using all these resources, they're still getting high at the end of the day. They're just using it to get further ahead with housing and everything else, but they aren't stopping getting high.
Dude, well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want, people to know about K&?
All right, guys, closing comments. Like I feel like I say this so many times, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Now, like Sav said, if this program was so good, so groundbreaking, why would they not want anyone to go in and record what happens? They should want the whole world to see this if it's such a good thing. Now, he said at the end right here that, they do have some resources for people who want to quit doing drugs. But I think the fact that they're giving out drug kits to people every week pretty much drowns out whatever good they're doing. I don't see how handing out drugs to addicts is helping them in any way. That's the last thing they need is more drugs. Man, you got to be careful where you slip and fall at. You might slip and fall on a needle out here. There's so many needles on the ground. Man, Philadelphia needs Jesus. All right, I'm going to pray for him. But that's it for the reaction, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below. I'm out, you guys. Till next time. Peace.